Hello, gorgeous, beautiful stars. ParisStarChannel here welcomes you with a new and possibly a very exciting episode, guys. I am super excited because Haus Labs is in my house, in my maison. In my beauty studio lab. And then when you're gonna like, ooh, Haus Labs, and guys, abracadabra, amoguga, ga, is in the house with lots of goodies. I mean, when I say lots of goodies, there's definitely lots of goodies. Some of the products has already been featured on my channel long time ago, but Lady Gaga and Haus Labs is just not stopping with super interesting and exciting launches. So in today's episode is going to be about the full face from the Haus Labs. Some products that are new to me and some products that I already know. We're going to put this all together and see the final result on my mature skin. So yes, guys, if this is something that interests you, guys, welcome. Please tune in to my channel, to the party where we celebrate diversity and beauty, because diversity makes us all different, but with our differences, we are all gorgeous, unique, and beautiful. Time to start today's episode. Today's episode is all about the unique products from the Haus Labs. Let's put them to the test and see how are they going to look like on my mature skin. If this is something that interests you, please tune in because the episode is just about to get started. Alright, guys, before we are going to start this exciting episode, a little bit of a disclaimer. First things first, thank you. Guys, thank you so very much for coming. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Thank you so very much for being here, for supporting my channel, for your engagement, for your likes, possible subscriptions, and your comments. This is absolutely incredible because this kind of an engagement definitely helps me to grow my channel. This is so nice. Thank you. Another thing that I would like to talk about would be I'm over 40 years old. My skin is normal to dry. This is how my skin looks like. I am a very big fan of makeup, but a super gentle, subtle, beautifying makeup that here in France we call it makeup, no makeup. Makeup that is very gentle and most importantly not super covering and non-drying. So when it comes to the skincare based formulas, this is for me not the most important thing. What I am looking for when it comes to makeup and the formulas, I'm looking formulas that are non-drying. So under this kind of a perspective, I'm looking at the products and I am reviewing them. If you are a fan of a very full shebang type of a coverage, I don't know if I might be much of a help because this is not my expertise. Nonetheless, I am super happy to welcome everyone in my channel. And lastly, guys, every episode like this one, it has been divided into certain parts, should I say chapters. Feel free to jump into any kind of a chapter, or you feel yourself more than welcome to stay for the whole duration of my episode that I have prepared for you right now. Alright, guys, so I suppose that would be all when it comes to the disclaimer, and right now let's play let's play with this incredible makeup from Lady Gaga. Let's see a final result on my mature skin. Alright, guys, so Haus Lab is in my house. Haus Labs is in my beauty studio lab. And all these products, they're ready to be tested, to be featured. But first, what I would like to talk about would be the tools, the accessories. And actually, surprisingly, Haus Labs has expanded their portfolio when it comes to the accessories, especially when it comes to the brushes. And I don't know if you know. If you don't know, you're going to find out that I am personally an enormous and incredible fan of the makeup brushes. So obviously, when Haus Labs, they have expanded their portfolio, I think it is time. Let's go and let's check them out. And guys, they are right over here, this incredible brushes. So what kind of brushes are we dealing with, right over here? The first brush would be this one. And guys, this is the Haus Labs foundation brush. So we are talking about the brush made for their foundation. The second brush that I would like to talk about would be this one. And this one, guys, is the Haus Labs concealer brush. So this brush has been made especially and has been designed for a concealer. I can't wait to see how it is going to perform while doing this makeup. Another brush that I would like to talk about would be this one, and this is the Haus Labs dual-ended multi-purpose brush. So this is a multi-purpose brush that is supposed to be kind of like all-arounder and help you achieve an incredible and unique makeup look. And the last brush that I've seen in the brand would be this one. And this particular brush is dual-ended precision sculpting brush. So we are actually having four unique brushes. And guys, this is how the brushes are looking. Let's have a little bit of an unboxing experience. So as I've said, foundation brush. You can see it and have this. I like sometimes to do the unboxing experience so that we can see how it's going to look like. So we are opening the box. Oh, this is exciting. And there you go, guys. The brush is coming out, and of course, have to we have to prepare everything for the layout. And now you have the brush, and this is a very interesting brush, guys. It is quite heavy. I don't know if it has a metallic handle. Maybe not. And then the head is quite large. The bristles are super nice and super soft. And it's quite chic, should I say, when it comes to this brush. So that would be the foundation brush. Another brush would be this one, which is the dual-ended multi-purpose brush. And let's have a look. Let's see what is inside, what is hiding. So we are opening the box. And there you go, guys. We can see a brand new brush. And then the unboxing experience right over here for you. And this is a very interesting brush as well. I am a very big fan of the dual-ended brushes. Absolutely, for sure. One is a little bit flat, very nice, very soft to the touch. Definitely good for creams, I guess. And the second one is maybe good for powders. We shall see it. We shall try to test it out in today's episode. I can't wait. And then let's go to another brush. And guys, this is the concealer brush from Haus Labs. So let's have a look what's inside, how it is going to look like, the concealer brush. we are opening the box, and a brand new brush is coming out. And I guess I like, there's very interesting aesthetics in here, which is a glossy silver brushes, and it looks like they're staying within the same aesthetics, which is quite nice, and the bristles and everything is very cohesive, should I say, within this line. And look at the brush, it looks like a finger. It looks like a fingertip. So, and the bristles are definitely very nice, very soft right over here, as most of the, as all of the brushes that are actually featured right over here. I'm definitely very intrigued and excited to test it out and to see how are they going to look like and how are they going to perform with the Haus Labs products. And the last one is dual-ended precision sculpting brush, and this, guys, this is definitely something new to me, because right now we are facing this kind of like a sculpting type of a trend. So I'm like, okay, count me in. I definitely would like to see it. I definitely would like to try it out. And this, I guess, is the smallest brushes of them all. So that might be quite a surprise, but still interesting and intriguing. As I've said, I love dual-sided brushes, because you have two brushes in one, and usually my brushes, they're lying flat. So if I have two brushes in one, I love it. So look at this. One of the sides is super razor sharp and nice and soft at the same time. That would be for sculpting. Very intriguing. Absolutely. And the second one is quite round and flat and angled. That might be actually for blending. All of these bristles, all of these brushes, they're very nice and very soft. So yes, guys, I suppose that would be all when it comes to this very unique collection that you can see it right now. And guys, the brushes has been unboxed. They are over here, and I mean, I really like them. Maybe this one looks too large for my personal preference when it comes to the foundation, but all of these brushes there are actually very intriguing. All of the other products we're going to discover during the presentation of this today's episode. So when it comes to the brushes, that would be all. And right now let's play with makeup, and let's apply makeup from the Haus Labs and see the real results on my mature skin. Alright guys, so in this part of the episode we are going to play with makeup from the Haus Labs, a full face, using the tools, the brushes that I just showed to you, and using all the other complexion products. So the first product that I would like to talk about would be this one, and this is the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Concealer. Mine is in the shade 05 Fair Peach. This, guys, is my favorite concealer for a reason, because this is a skincare infused, full coverage, non-drying, trying to be a non-drying type of a concealer. We're going to see it. I'm going to feature this right now. So, this is thick. Guys, I'm not even joking. This is a very thick concealer. So get ready, but then you're going to see it does its job. So what I actually have done, this is how it looks like, the concealer, and now I am going to take this concealer brush from the Haus Labs. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It looks quite nice actually. I am a super big fan of the brushes. Absolutely. I have so many brushes. Sometimes I have the impression that I have more brushes than the concealer itself. Or the products, the beauty products themselves, you know, more brushes. But anyway, to the subject. The concealer is right over here. So what are we actually going to do? I am going to work the concealer just like so. And now, when the concealer is right over here, we'll try to apply it. Have a look. Right now. So I don't need a lot of coverage, to be honest, although this concealer already is a full coverage. The way how I am applying it, I'm trying to be as light as possible and not super heavy. Me as a person that has a mature skin, normal to dry, for my age and my own personal preferences, guys, there is a definition in which we're saying less is more. So, as you can see it, as I am applying it right now, there is definitely a very significant difference when it comes to one side to the other side. Everything is evened out. Things that needs to be covered are covered. And have a look. This is how it looks like, guys. You can have your own comparison side by side. Do you like this kind of a coverage? For me, this concealer is one of my favorites ever since it came out. And as you can see the difference right over here with this super close-up in my 4K camera, there is definitely a huge difference. This is how it looks like. Alright guys, to save some time, allow me now to apply the concealer on the other side and we'll continue with this episode. Alright guys, so the concealer is applied. It has been rested in my under eye area, so allow me now to approach so that you can have your own look and your own judgment. This is how it looks like. It has not been powdered yet, although later on I would like to powder this side of my under eye area, and this is how it looks like. So what do you think? I think it's a very interesting concealer, especially for the mature skin when it comes to the full coverage and how it looks like and how it behaves. I personally don't think that it requires to be powdered, but for the sake of this little test, why not? Why not? Let's do it. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a try. And right now we're going to jump into the foundations. And guys, when it comes to the foundations, it's this one, and it is the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. Mine, I actually, as you can see it, I have two shades. Because I am so confused about the shades when it comes to the Haus Labs. I like Haus Labs as the brand itself. I like their products, but the confusion when it comes to the shade range is incredible. But when I like something, I definitely can explore further. That's why I have two shades, so that eventually I can mix them. One of them is the shade number 50, and one of them is the shade number 100. So, these are the shades. As you can see, they look quite similar, but then there is a little bit of a difference within the undertones. And when you can see these foundations blended, they actually blend very nicely on my skin. So that would be the shade number 50, and that would be the shade number 100. Oh my! How much time it took me to pick up my shades, and still I couldn't pick it up, because when you go with Haus Labs, the cool tone are actually yellow. And vice versa, everything is just like upside down. Why can't we go with the fact like Natasha Denona, how she went? N, neutral, and then P, peachy, and then rosy, and then like whatever, like, and then the intensity 1, and then the intensity 2, and then intensity 3, and so on and so forth. In here you have numbers, and the fair cool is not cool really, it's actually warm. You get the picture. Haus Labs, can we just like fix it? Can we have the intensity 1 with the neutral, cool, warm, and peachy, and then intensity 2 with neutral, cool tone, peachy, and so on and so forth? Can we? So these are the shades that I am having, and for the sake of this video, I am going to use the shade number 100. Although, you know, I can easily mix them if I would like to mix them. Allow me now to show you. That would be it. As you can see, it blends and it melts with my skin absolutely perfectly. So this is the shade that I would like to see within the brand, and I can't see it. So I have to have two foundations in the shade of 50 and in the shade of 100 to have a perfect shade. And I suppose this is what are we going to do, because it's fun. And I am going to take a 1 pump of the shade 50. And now I'm going to take a 1 pump of the shade 100. And just for fun, we're going to play with this and see the results. There is an incredibly nice formula right over here, infused with skincare. So many actives, but this foundation has an alcohol inside as well. So for the people who have mature, sensible, or the skin that are prone to redness, pay attention. Definitely do not go and buy the foundation blindly. I always suggest to go and have a sample and see how your skin is going to react from that sample before going like full on and full shebang. So I am applying the foundation. The mixture, this is how it looks like, the mixture of 50 and 100. I do not encourage you to splurge for two foundations. This is how I work, and this is how I function. I need to have a perfection foundation. So this is the perfection foundation. And now I'm going to take this new foundation brush that looks like so, and I will try to blend, and then you can observe what is happening. Let's go. And let's see what is happening. So some people, they're saying that this is a super glowy foundation, and I'm just like, every single time when I am actually applying this foundation and blending it, and then looking at the result, I'm like, what? Where? Where is that glow? I don't know. It's a very natural type of a looking foundation that blends beautifully with the skin, that disappears with the skin for sure, without being a super coverage type of a foundation. The work with the brush is very nice. And it was the same thing with the concealer. Definitely very nice. And then this, a little bit too large, but you know, there's not a very big drama. It works very, very nice, and it's very soft. I like the softness. Alright guys, so allow me now to approach. This is how the foundation looks like. This is the side that doesn't have anything yet, and this is the foundation. It blends, it melts with my skin, it disappears with my skin, while giving me a very beautiful and subtle blur and softness. And then it is glowy, but like, you know, hold your horses. It's not a major glow. It looks like my skin. So you have a comparison. Alright guys, so to save some time, allow me now to apply the foundation on the other side, and we're gonna come back and continue with this episode. Alright guys, so the concealer and the foundation is applied, the base is applied, and right now allow me to approach. This is how it looks like. You can have your own look into the situation. The foundation looks very natural, although, you know, it's not that warm tone as the camera might be showing to you. I'm trying to film in the natural light, but since we are living in autumn time of the year in a full glory right over here, so it exaggerates a little bit of the warm tones, although it is pretty neutral. I would say it is pretty neutral. And then when it comes to the concealer, guys, this is how it looks like. Have a look. Right now it is unpowdered yet, but soon enough we're going to powder one side of the face and on the under eye area and observe the results. This is how it looks like. Good. So, okay. Right now, as you can see, I'm a little bit like, look, I'm cancelled. I'm cancelled. I mean, the foundation tries to look as natural as possible, but right now I would like to add myself a little bit of a color and a structure. And with this, there's going to be a new product on my channel that is going to appear, and it is this one. I'm super excited about that one. And this is the Haus Labs Precision Sculpt Shaping Balm. Mine is in the shade Chisel. One thing that is absolutely amazing about these products is that they're always protected with a special seal. So you can always break the seal and you know that you'll be the first one who will be able to get into the product. So, okay. We are facing right now this kind of a trend of the sculpting instead of bronzing our face. So we are looking usually these days for bronzer that are rather cool tone, should I say, almost gray sometimes. And the line right over here within the Haus Labs, it is incredible. The first was actually almost like pink gray type of a bronze contour bronze, and I was amazed. I decided I don't want to look too cool tone, so I decided to go with the shade that is called Chisel, so that I can chisel my face. And the only thing that I actually don't like it is how little product you have in here, less than 3 grams. So I'm like, I don't know, what is happening in here? You know, I understand that when we are contouring, we don't need a lot of the product because it's just a contour. But then again, the luxurious price tag is attached to it, so shouldn't be less luxurious price tag when it's just 3 grams. Anyway, I digress, guys. This is how it looks like, a very unique type of a very cohesive when it comes to the Haus Labs and their aesthetics. There's always some silver, there's always some Haus Labs sign. Like, for example, this is the foundation, as you can see, the cap. Everything is very cohesive in here, and these are the details that I absolutely love and appreciate. This is the concealer, this is the bronzer. Once again, everything here is cohesive. So I have a bronzer. This is how it looks like. There is a very unique shade right over here, which is Chisel. As you can see, I would call it a bronzer, a mix of a bronze and contour type of a bronze. Very interesting. And there is a special brush that came out with it. And I think that this brush is actually very interesting, and it is from the Haus Labs. And it's called the dual-ended precision sculpting brush. So I hardly ever actually do some sculpting, but today, because we're having a little bit of a fun and we're testing the new brushes, I said, why not? Let's give it a go and let's give it a try. So I made a swatch, and what I am actually going to do, look at that brush. What is happening here? I am going to pick this up just like so and try to be as precise as possible while applying these products. So what I would like to do, I would like to go like so. Good. A little bit more of this bronzer. This is fun. Alright, guys. Once again, I'm picking this up. I'm going right over here. This has to be really precise so that we won't mess what is left. We're going to do just like so. And I'm going to take a little bit more and do something like this. So you can see it right now. And now what I am actually going to do, guys, I'm going to take the other side of this brush, because this is the dual sided. This we did something like that, and now I will try to blend it, and let's see what kind of a result we can get. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Look at this, the bronzer melts with my skin in an instant. It is definitely very creamy in its consistency. Let's see how it is going to look like here, the situation. Yes, it gives a very nice and beautiful structure right over here. I'll try to lift this up, as you can see, just like so. I'll try to lift this up right here. Wow, okay. Because the first time when I touched the brush, I was like, oh my god, this is tiny. Like, look, this is my finger and this is the brush. So it is almost at the size of my pointing finger. But now I actually am able to appreciate how it works and how it... Wow, okay. I don't know if camera can pick this up. Yes. What I like about this, that it can be started super subtle, yet visible. I can definitely see the difference between one side that has this sculpting bronzer and the side that doesn't have it. So allow me now to come closer to show you. This is how it looks like. This is the side that doesn't have anything. But then, this is the side that has it. Wow, okay. Woo, this is exciting. I'm going to try to do a little bit of an experiment as well, because we are playing with makeup in here, and put this bronzer a little bit on my eyelids in the form of the eyeshadow and see the results. So once again, I'm going to take the... Oh, wow. Actually, it's very smooth. Whoa, okay, good. This is a good idea. I wonder if it's gonna stay. One and done. The quickest eyeshadow that I've ever done. Alright guys, so that would be all when it comes to this bronzer. I'm going to apply it on the other side and we're gonna continue with this episode. Alright guys, woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, Haus Labs is proving its worth. Right now, when things are kind of coming together, I like it. I'm starting to enjoy it more and more. So right now, guys, this is how it looks like. The foundation, the concealer, and the contouring bronzer. Extremely beautiful because it's subtle. It doesn't leave any harsh lines and anything. Yet it works because it gives me a very beautiful structure. And definitely I must mention the brush. I enjoyed working with this brush. Very tiny, but it does a job. A very nice and positive surprise, I must say. But right now, let's add a little bit of a color in the form of the blush, and it's going to be this one, this product, and it is, guys, the Haus Labs Color Fuse Glassy Blush Balm, and mine is in the shade Glassy Pomelo. You know, when I am over 40 years old, my skin is normal to dry, so I'm definitely rather more now leaning and searching for reliable creams in comparison with the powders. Recently, I featured a video in which, in Black Friday type of products, one side of my face was made with a longer longevity type of products, including powders, and one side of my face was done with creams, and you can definitely see that the creams are much more mature skin friendly. You can consider yourself invited to watch that episode. But anyway, to the subject. This is a stick type of the blush. And once again, we are within the aesthetic of the Haus Labs when it comes to the silver. Everything, when it's so cohesive, it looks like, I guess it is pretty challenging to design a brand from the beginning when you don't know when you're gonna launch the product. And Haus Labs exists on the market for quite few years now. And then when you actually are able to respect the brand's aesthetics, I absolutely love it and absolutely appreciate it. So what are we going to do? I'm going to take this stick in the glossy pomelo and I'm going to do something like that. So as you can see, it is quite vibrant and the color is so juicy. The color is so juicy. And what I am going to do, I am going to use a different, I'm going to use a new brush, and it's this one, which is the Haus Labs multi-ended multi-purpose brush. So what is actually happening in here, guys, it's this brush right over here, and this is super interesting because this looks like, you know, the famous F4 brush from Makeup by Mario, but then this looks fluffy. We're going to use that fluffiness for some other products later on, but then with this, when it's, I'm going to try to pick this up and saturate the color, and look, it looked intense, and right now it's like, ooh, super subtle, super nice. So let's see how it is going to look like right now, and okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, guys, can you actually see it? I am a very big fan of super subtle, gentle type of a makeup, no makeup. So, for example, when it comes to Rare Beauty, with all my respect to the Rare Beauty, when you take the blush, just a teeny tiny, and then you shake, how much pigment there's gonna be, you know? Well, while in here, you actually can have a very good control. Wow, okay. I like it. I like it. I'm going to add a little bit more because later on everything is going to be blended anyway. I try to pick this up directly from the stick. Always tries to blend it on my skin. We're working with the creams. And and let's see. Oh wow. Oh. Okay. Very nice, guys. Very nice. This is my favorite type of a color for sure. So allow me now to approach. This is how it looks like, the side that doesn't have anything. Apart from the bronzer, of course, and the foundation concealer. And this is the side with the blush. It looks juicy and just like, yummy and wonderful. This is how it looks like. Wow. Okay, let's apply this on the other side of my face, and I'll be back in just a second. Oh my gosh, okay, the makeup is coming, is coming, and now where we revived it with some structure and some colors, the more I look at it, the more like, yes. Haus Labs has been known to me for quite some time. There has been a review long time ago, and right now when they're expanding, they're definitely expanding in a very good way, because personally I think this actually is truly a very mature skin friendly brand. They know how to do it. In comparison with the featured episode from the Natasha Denona and her vision might not necessarily, in my humble opinion, there's no shade in here, absolutely. On my channel you'll find only love and my own personal opinion. So when it comes to the Natasha Denona and her vision, I believe that on my mature skin it is not super friendly type of a product. While in here, it actually is. It is glowy, it is juicy, it is smooth, and I love it. I absolutely love it. But guys, okay, I feel like if I would be doing this, I would wipe everything off, because this is a makeup that it's not really 100% self-setting. That's why it's not drying the mature skin. So what are we going to do? We are going to powder ourselves, because right now when it comes to the liquids and how it looks like, you can see it, everything back together, everything is just like, wow, absolutely. So right now we finished the part of liquids and creams, and we're going to go to the powders. So there is one, of course, a very important trick. In order for the powders not to be patchy, first you need to powder your face, and so that you can have a smooth canvas. If you're going to put any kind of a powder that has some pigment and color on the non-powdered face, you might have some surprises and some patchiness. Anyway, I'll show you. So what are we going to do? We are going to use this product, and it is from the Haus Labs, the Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder. Mine is in the shade Translucent. I know this powder for quite some time, and I deeply, well, it has been in my favorites ever since it has appeared. This powder, when it comes to the setting power, it is minimalistic. So this is for fans that like makeup, no makeup, and powder, no powder. You're going to see the result in just a second, how it works, for sure. I'm going to show you anyway. So when it comes to the setting powder, it is minimalistic, but it does its job. It smooths, it blurs, it slightly sets, and it is a non-drying powder. So if you like a powder or no powder, or if you have a matte or normal to dry skin and you're scared of the powders, try this one. You might be very positively surprised like I was. So we're going to open this. And I'm going to cheat a little bit because I don't have a powder brush from the Haus Labs. So I'm going to take the one from Makeup Forever. Oh, so good. This brush. And anyway, 126. In times when everyone is raving about, for example, BK Beauty brushes. You're skipping a very good brushes from Makeup Forever. Anyway. Good. You don't have to be professional to use Makeup Forever brushes. You know, you can be just like I am. Anyway, too many things to talk about. I'm going to saturate the brush just like so. As you can see, the brush is nicely saturated, and I'm going to show you how this powder is going to look like. So this is the side without it, still juicy and glowy. And here, let's start from here. Oh, so good. Can you actually see it? So it slightly mattifies, slightly blurs. I like this side because it looks very natural and very juicy, but then it depends on everyone's preferences. If you would like to be mattified, this is going to come and help you. Like so. Allow me now to approach so that you can have a look. This is how it looks like. The side that doesn't have any powder, and then the side that is powdered. I like both of them, but I tend rather more to the juiciness, you know? The more juiciness I'm having, I like it. The powder does its job, and it's definitely a non-drying type of a powder. And when it comes to the under eye area, guys, I'm actually going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to take the powder that I know and that I trust, and it is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder, and mine is in the shade Light, which is an absolutely white type of a powder. And I'm going to take the puff, but be careful. First, let's try to do this. Now I will try to saturate the puff with the powder. There is a lot, and right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out the excess, work within the puff, do something like this. Just here. Just like so. So that you can have a look. This is how it looks like. The side that has powder, the side that doesn't have powder. This is how it looks like. What do you think? Which side do you like? Everyone has its own preferences, and that's amazing about the makeup. Alright guys, I'm gonna finish powdering on this side and we're gonna continue because there are still some products that needs to be featured. Have a look. Alright guys, we're almost done with this incredible makeup. Every moment, every second when I'm looking at it, I'm just like, oh wow. And now we're going to put a little bit of a cherry on the top of this beautiful makeup, which would be a super viral products that are new to me, and we're going to feature them, and it's these ones. And guys, if you have been wondering, this is the Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter, and I have two. One of them is Fire Opal, and the second one is called the Rose Quartz. Oh my gosh, they actually have been viral for a very long time, and very often in like French Sephora's, they have been sold out. And I was just wondering, what's the magic? What is absolutely the magic within these products? And I was like, I'm so intrigued. I definitely need to have a look at them, and I definitely would like to see what's the hype behind them. So they are right over here, and first things first, definitely when it comes to the packaging, guys, it is absolutely incredible. This is how it looks like, both of them. And then when it comes to the swatches, I don't want to make too much mess. The Fire Opal. Okay, because when you rub the pan, then it leaves, you know, a little bit of a stain in here. And then, oh wow, this Fire Opal is incredible. It's insane. And the smoothness of the powder, and that will be the pinky, what's your name? The Rose Quartz. All right. Oh wow. Okay. These are the swatches. So that would be the Rose Quartz, and that would be the Fire Opal. One of them is pretty cool tone, and one of them is pretty warm. This one looks like it has some... This one looks like a little bit of a satin, while this one looks like it has a little bit of a glitter. I don't know if camera can pick this up. In the natural light, I believe it would look the best. How to show you, how to present you, how sparkly Fire Opal looks like, and how satiny the Rose Quartz. So what are we actually going to do? We're going to mix them all together. First, what I'm going to take a little bit of the Rose Quartz, and I'm going to use once again this dual-sided brush. We use that for creams, and now I'm super curious about this, how it is going to perform and how it is going to look like. So I'm taking just like so. It has picked up. I don't want to exaggerate it, so, you know, I don't want to put this too much. It's makeup fun. Let's see what kind of a result we can have right now. Okay. Whoa, okay. Good. Can you actually see it? What I definitely appreciate, like, a lot about these makeup when I am trying to apply it is the fact how it is controllable. This is something that I love about makeup, that it's not like an instant patch and then you're just like, oh my gosh, what I am going to do. You have definitely some control. Right over here. The cream blush almost disappeared. So that's a little bit maybe I'm getting an impression that it's slightly like it became really very subtle, very gentle within its pigmentation before I applied it. Then I have powdered it and then it kind of disappeared. But we're getting the colors back. We're getting the colors back, and the base of this highlighter, the pinky one, it's quite nice, and it's not really that super glowy as I might have been expecting it from the highlighter. In fact, when it comes to the to the blush, to the highlight type of a situation, there's not a lot. I would call it a blush lighter, which is a luminous blush rather more than a highlighter itself. The effect is quite nice. So the other one that I am going to take, and it is the Fire Opal. I'm going to apply this, and I'm super curious about that. So I'm going to cheat a little bit and take just a normal ordinary brush from such kind of a sparkly glittery highlighter. Just like so. Let's see what can we get from it. Alright. Okay, wow, okay. It has some sort of a goldy champagne type of a shimmer. Woohoo! Now we're talking highlighter for sure. And there is definitely a pigmentation right over here. I don't need too much. And the last thing what I would like to do, and I'm super curious about that, take a little bit of this Fire Opal on my finger and apply it on my eyelids where I have put before. Oh la la. When I have put before a little bit of the bronzer, and right now, oh wow, ooh, I love it. Okay, a little bit more. Oh wow. Oh, we love it. I have a little bit of a fallout. I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to fix this. No worries. Good. Alright guys, so when it comes to this makeup and whatever has been happened, allow me now to show you. This is how it looks like. Wow. Can I just like have a moment and just say wow, so nice. Alright guys, so allow me now to do some fixes and final touches off the camera, because obviously there are some things that needs to be fixed. And I'll be back with a final summary. Hello gorgeous beautiful stars. ParisStarChannel here welcomes you during this final thoughts and my finished look. The star, Haus Labs, Lady Gaga and all the products, the most viral, has been featured today and has been applied. And guys, when it comes to the studio lights and inside, this is how it looks like. You can have your own judgment into the situation. You are looking at the foundation. You are looking at the sculpting bronzer. You are looking at the cream blush, the highlighters, and then you are looking at the powders. And then at the same time, guys, this is how the concealer looks like. The side that has been powdered with the side that has not been powdered. This is how it looks like. Okay, wow, okay. Nice. I'm like, and then how it looks like on my eyelids. Wow. I absolutely love it. And guys, this is how it looks like in the natural light, because obviously it is super important to show you in my 4K camera how this makeup presents itself right over here. But then why not going out and showing you the makeup in a full glory in the natural light, so that you can have your own comparison. People are always claiming that the Haus Labs makeup is super glowy. I'm just like, well, I don't know. It's natural. I mean, the finish, I would compare it and I would say that it's definitely a natural type of a look, and I love it. Absolutely love it. The finish and how it is smoothing and how it looks natural and yet beautifying. So that would be how it looks like in the natural light. And guys, this is how it looks like by the end of the day. So, despite the fact that I love Haus Labs and their products, I can definitely confirm that my face and my skin is definitely tired by the end of the day when it comes to everything. When it comes to the concealer, when it comes to the foundation and everything has been applied, my skin can be definitely tired, so that you can see it right over here in the form of many fine lines and wrinkles and dryness. This is something that happens to me because I have a mature skin, normal to dry. But with that kind of a tiredness and dryness, I'm still okay. There is no drama, despite the fact that there is a lot of skincare actives in here, including the fermented arnica that is a core ingredient of the whole Haus Labs makeup line. I still can feel like there is a little bit of a tiredness, so that you could see it right over here. But guys, it's time to summarize. When it comes to the Haus Labs and the products that has been featured, ParisStarChannel gives a massive green light to these products. The biggest surprise, I suppose, were the brushes. I worked with the brushes, I featured the brushes, and I'm enjoying them. With the biggest, I suppose, biggest surprise was the sculpting brush. This one is very nice and soft, and it blurs and it blends products very nicely. And this side, a super razor sharp for doing this kind of a contour type of a situation. A very easy to work with blush, super tiny. But I'm surprised, but very positively surprised. I love dual-sided brushes, so any kind of a dual-sided brushes are a win-win for me. So yes, when it comes to the brushes, ParisStarChannel gives a green light. Concealer, absolutely green light. It is a mature skin-friendly type of a concealer, full shebang, very thick. It covers, but it's non-drying formula that works within the under eye area. Very good thing. When it comes to the foundation, ParisStarChannel gives a green light because I think that this is another gem in my collection. I absolutely love it. Be aware of the fact that it has alcohol denat, but then again, it has lots of skincare actives right over here. My skin loves it. When it comes to the bronzer, ParisStarChannel gives a massive green light. This was a huge surprise for me. A very unique chisel type of a shade right over here that does its jobs and blends, and it's not overwhelming with its pigment. It disappears with my skin while giving a beautiful structure. I love it. ParisStarChannel gives a green light. When it comes to the Haus Labs blush, ParisStarChannel gives a green light, but it is disappearing blush. I'm getting an impression that this blush can be slightly disappearing. Nonetheless, I like it, despite its disappearance. If you're looking for something punchy, you won't find it in here. If you're looking for something gentle, subtle, yet beautifying, juicy, this is the one. I enjoy it. When it comes to the powder, guys, ParisStarChannel gives a green light because this is a super mature skin friendly type of powder. If you don't like using powder, try this one. You might be positively surprised because the powder does its job for sure. And then when it comes to these highlighters, oh my gosh, ParisStarChannel gives a massive green light, especially when it comes to the Fire Opal and how it looks like right over here on my eyelids. It is a very beautiful peachy warm tone type of the highlighter that it has a tons of sparkle, and the way how it looks like, especially on my eyelids, because obviously I don't want to build it up so much on my cheeks. This is as much as I like it and enjoy it, but on my eyelids I can pack it on. I love it. So yes, guys, that would be my summary when it comes to the amazing products from the Haus Labs. Once again, allow me now to approach. This is how it looks like. All the makeup from the Haus Labs in its full glory, applied with the special tools from the Haus Labs as well. And this is how it looks like on my eyelids and in my under eye area. Wow. Alright guys, so what do you think? Do you have some of the favorites from the Haus Labs? I wonder. Sound below. in the comments if you would like to. I'll be more than happy to read your comments and interact with you. Anyway, guys, this episode has come to an end. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so very much for tuning into my channel. On my channel, we celebrate the subject of the diversity and beauty, because diversity makes us all different, but with our differences, we are gorgeous, unique, and beautiful. Thank you so very much for your continuous support on my channel, for your likes, comments, and your subscriptions. Thank you for allowing me to grow and expand and have a huge and wonderful community of stars. Guys, time to say goodbye. This episode has come to an end. See you soon in my next episode. So, kisses and cuddles. Take care. But as for now, guys, bye-bye now.